What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you to the second to last episode of this incredibly long Pokemon Black and White 2 Let's Play. In the last episode, we took on N's Sunny Day team before battling our way through the 8th area of the White Tree Hollow. And today, we're moving on to the Sandstorm team before we then take on Area 9 of White Tree Hollow. That's right. So can you guess what the finale is going to entail? Yeah, I think you understand how this is all going to work. So we only got one more N team after this, but we're going to start by going up against the Sandstream team, which is going to lead with the Hippowdon with a Life Orb. It's got Crunch, Superpower, Stone Edge, and Stealth Rock. And we're going to let Tomoe take the lead to start this fight, although she's really only going to show out against a couple of Pokemon in this fight, if possible. So Stealth Rock, that's going to be kind of annoying to deal with in this fight, but I think we should be able to deal with it for the most part. And I didn't realize I didn't switch the Lucky Egg over to Tomoe before I started this. Oops, that's my bad. That's a silly mistake to make. Honestly, I should just be Hydro Cannoning this Hippowdon, because I guarantee the next Pokemon N brings out here is actually going to be one I need to swap off of anyway, but it's okay. Well, there we go. We got the burn too, and I guess the leftovers are just going to be constantly offsetting. Yeah, I think I accidentally left the Lucky Egg on my Lucario, who really isn't going to have much to do in this fight, actually, so oops. Okay, well, we're going straight to Gastrodon, and that sucks because this thing has Storm Drain, so that's going to be really annoying to deal with. Did not think it was going to hit me with that immediately. Okay, Gastrodon. It's got a Smooth Rock. It's also got Sandstorm, Ice Beam, Muddy Water, and Earth Power. I am extremely reluctant here to swap off of Tomoe to the one Pokemon I actually want to use here because, well, I don't think it's going to use Muddy Water. I hope it doesn't use Muddy Water. If it uses Muddy Water, this is going to suck, but otherwise, I think we should be good to swap here. Let's see. Hopefully it goes with Earth Power or Ice Beam. And the answer is, oh, the Stealth Rock, that's right. Oh, that's right, I forgot. That's so much damage. So much damage. Hang in there, Johanna. Hang in there. Oh my gosh, no! Should have thought about that before I swapped in. Gosh, dang it. Okay, we're fine. Let's go to Jack. Here. Yeah, I know it has Earth Power, and it's going to hurt, but I'm going to see if I can't give this thing a lot of damage off of this Aura Sphere. This Gastrodon actually might be a challenge to deal with in this fight based on the way things are going. Holy crap, this thing is beefy. See, I wanted Giga Drain to take this thing out in one shot, but without that, I'm actually immediately in trouble. And the fact that I'm going to take all that damage as soon as things start is rough. Challenger, can you just knock this thing out with a Brave Bird here, please? That would be super ideal. So they get hit by that Stealth Rock damage. My gosh, it's so strong. Come on, get out of here. Hopefully that is enough to just knock it out outright. And yes. Okay, thank goodness. Oh boy, that was a tough one. All right, damage by the recoil, that's fine. Buffeted again. Let's see. Hippowdon. I'm just going to keep Challenger out because this thing is already super weak, so we can just knock it out really quickly with a bit of Thrashing. I'm sure a Rock type's coming out next, or actually, a Rock or a Steel type is guaranteed to come out next because that's literally all N has left. So I'm going to have to swap off anyway. Rhyperior. Okay, I'm definitely going to go back to Tomoe for this one. Ground and Rock. It's got the ability Solid Rock to reduce that super effective damage. It's got Fire Punch. It's got Earthquake. It's got Ice Punch. And it's got Stone Edge. But even with all of that in mind, I think I can still one-shot this thing with Hydro Cannon due to its quad weakness to the thing. So, plus Hippowdon was the highest level member of the team, so really doesn't matter. Down you go. Gosh, that Stealth Rock, man. So obnoxious. The bane of my Volcarona's existence. All right, Cradilly's next. So Rock and Grass type this time. Honestly, ooh, I don't like the odds here. I could go back to Brave Birding, or I could just try to get Jack revived. I'd also use Farina here, because there's not really much that this Pokemon can do to my dragon. You know, I think I'll do exactly that. I'm going to switch to Farina, but I'm actually also going to, because Jack would have been perfect for this with all that Aura Sphere damage, but I think we'll mostly be okay. Let's see how much Earthquake does before this thing can stockpile. So it has Sandstorm, Giga Drain, Confuse Ray, and Stockpile. This and the Gastrodon are holding the Smooth Rock, by the way. So they would be the problem children if you ever try to reset the weather. Let's try it again. As much as I possibly can. I probably should be using Earth Power here as opposed to Earthquake, especially with these Giga Drains coming out, but that's okay. Don't really need Farina for too much else. Let me try one more. It's going to be enough. Just doing it because of the raw damage here. Ah, of course it survived. It's okay. We'll knock it out here on the next turn. No problem. And then I'll do another swap again. I'll probably use Tomoe against one of the other Pokemon. And then the last one is probably going to see Zoroark actually coming out, who I haven't really been using much lately, despite the fact that he has been just sitting in my party this whole time. Armaldo. Okay, I'm going to switch back to Tomoe for that one. Rock and Bug with the ability Battle Armor. It's got Aqua Tail, X Scissor, Rock Slide, and Rock Polish. Once it gives Rock Polish off, it actually will be quite dangerous. But if I can just Hydro Cannon this thing, I probably don't have much to worry about. So there we go. And the last Pokemon that's left is thankfully quad weak to fire. So I'm going to hope that my Zoroark's fire is going to be enough to bring this thing down, despite the fact that it is non-stab. Again, really upset that I did not have the Lucky Egg on Tomoe, since this was mostly her fight. But Zoroark, it's all you. Okay. Scizor, Bug and Steel with the ability Technician. It's got Bullet Punch, Double Hit, Bug Bite, and Aerial Ace. All of its moves play into Technician's power, making them much more powerful. Technician boosts the power of all moves that have a base power of 60 or less. And Aerial Ace is technically Scizor's strongest move, but is still a base power of 60, so that's kind of the purpose of that Pokemon. There we go. We got Zoroark up to level 77 off of that. Went a lot smoother in the back half of that battle. And there we go. All right. That's 3 end battles down, 1 to go. All that remains is the winter battle, which I'm sure you can guess what that battle is going to entail. But now I will meet you guys all back in White Forest. Okay, and before we go any further, before I make any moves in my PC, I'm actually going to do something that I promised to do, well, initially 2 episodes ago and forgot to do, and in the last episode I remembered it, and now we're going to finally do it. So, I've got all of these, vitamins I don't think I can use anymore. I'm pretty sure my entire team has long since had their effort values maxed out, so there's not really much I can do in that regard. I think I might have berries that... No, I don't. So the only thing that you can really allow you to use vitamins in that situation is if you have berries that lower a Pokemon's EVs at the expense of raising its happiness. So I guess that's not at the expense of, but you get what I mean. But because all of my Pokemon's effort values are maxed out, these are just completely useless to me, at least on my current team. So not going to use those. However, I have 10 rare candies, 8 PP maxes, and a whole bunch of PP ups, 10 of those as well, and I want to use these as much as I can. Now, I used a PP max on my Braviary already, so I'm actually not going to bother with giving it a boost at all. Let me actually look. Where is your experience at? Okay, I'm not going to use any rare candies on Challenger just yet. I don't like using rare candies when they are too close to a level up. So like Zoroark's a perfect candidate, Tomoe's a perfect candidate, and then it looks like Johanna and Farina, they're acceptable candidates, I would say. I'd say if you're more than halfway to the next level, it's a waste of time and a waste of a rare candy to use one, in my opinion. And let's also check out my Jolteon really quickly, who is also at level 79 and is going to be joining the team. Okay, she's also a prime candidate. So I'm actually, as I accidentally go back into the summary menu again, I am actually going to swap her out for Challenger. Challenger is going to sit this area out. So we're going to use all of our things, or at least almost all of our things. I'll save a couple of rare candies for Challenger, but I'm going to use these PP maxes as much as I can. So I'm going to use one on Kamina's Thunderbolt. I'm going to definitely use one on... And you know, I am so tempted to buff up my water moves by giving Tomoe something stronger than Scald, but I think it'll be fine. I'll use it on Hydro Cannon, because I've been using that a lot. We're going to use one on Dark Pulse. We're definitely going to use one on Aura Sphere. We're going to use one on Earthquake. Probably Rock Slide as well. And then definitely... okay, I'm not going to use it on Heat Wave, because I've already used a PP up there, and that would be a waste. Let's use one on Bug Buzz. And then maybe Giga Drain. Yeah, okay, there's my last PP max. All right, now to use the PP up. So let's use 2 of those on Johanna's Heat Wave. So now all of his moves are buffed up. Let's use 1 on Thunder and 1 on Shadow Ball. I'm going to use 1 on Flash Cannon and 1 on Psychic. Let's go use 1 on Outrage. Use another 1 on Shadow Ball. Let's see. Use 1 on Scald. Another 1 on... I guess Ice Beam would be good, and that's my last PP up. All right, I'm okay with that. I'm happy about that. Now, the only Pokemon, I think it was Jack, that I'm not supposed to give any rare candies to, at least right now. Okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll use... I think I know what to do. I'm going to use rare candies to kind of bring everybody up to Kamina's level if possible. Except for Jack. We'll save some for Jack. So, level 79. Okay, I'm going to use a couple on Zoroark here. I know they're a little bit of a waste on Zoroark, but whatever. Okay, that's 3 right there. Who else am I going to need to buff here? I'm actually going to use 1 on Farina. I'm going to use 1 on Tomoe. And then my 6th one on Johanna. Okay, I have 4 rare candies left. Johanna wants to learn the move Rage Powder. Okay, I have to remember what Rage Powder actually does. Let's see. Why didn't I just look? No, I want to actually look at it. Sorry. I don't know why I clicked on it for whatever reason. User scatters a cloud of irritating powder to draw attention to itself. Opponent only... Okay. At level 80, I'm not going to learn a glorified version of Taunt. Sorry. Anyway, I've got 4 rare candies left. 2 for Jack, 2 for Challenger. I think that's how I'm going to distribute them. Pretty okay with that. Yeah. All right, let's just do that. So... let me move the Lucky Egg to where Kamina's at. I'm going to put Kamina at the front of the party for the time being. And now we can head off to the White Tree Hollow. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way because I promised that I was going to do that. I guess I could give my TMs a check just really quickly to see if there's absolutely anything I can give to the rest of my team. Like, I don't know, Surf. Now that we're not doing any double battles, Surf is really, really tempting to actually give to Tomoe. I know I just boosted Scald a little bit, but like, just as a comparison, so, no, 80 is acceptable. I think 80 is acceptable. I think I'll pass on that. Never mind. So it's a little tempting, but yeah, I think I'll just stick with it. So all of my other moves, Poison Jab, I think can only be taught to Jack. Oh, Johanna can learn it too. That's right, but that's a waste. We're going to say no there. Not going to bother with like Scissor, Rock Slide, Bulldoze. I'm looking for like some of my strongest moves. Stone Edge. Okay, who can learn Stone Edge? This could actually be interesting. Farina can learn Stone Edge. All right. I know I used... this is so tempting. I know I already used a big buff on Rock Slide with the PP Max, because I didn't even think about this. But Stone Edge is so much better, and honestly, Rock Slide's been missing so much. I will say I've been incorrect in my assertion that Rock Slide is... I've been saying a lot throughout this playthrough that it's 95% accuracy. It's 90%, but it's still been so unbelievably inaccurate. A little bummed that I used my PP Max on the Rock Slide, but you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just hard commit. Let's go with the much more powerful Rock type move. If I need to... I don't know, do something to fix it, I will, but I think I'll be fine with that. Just going to go all in. We're only on the last 2 episodes anyway, so who really cares at this point? Okay, Energy Ball. I think maybe Volcarona can't... No, nobody can learn that one. Okay, I think I checked that before. What about Focus Blast? What do we got in Focus Blast? I'm sure Jack can. Don't want it more than Aura Sphere. Zoroark also can, which is interesting. I think I'd still prefer to have Shadow Ball, though. So I'm probably going to pass on that one. We got Overheat, which obviously my Volcarona can learn, but Heat Wave is so strong that there's not really a reason to get that, especially with its downsides. Just looking at all the biggest ones here. Sludge Bomb, I know nobody can learn. Flamethrower, honestly, would be a little bit more consistent than Heat Wave, but I'll just stick by it because of how much I put in just to get Heat Wave. I really cannot justify getting rid of it. Earthquake. Okay, Jack is also capable of learning it, but I've been leaning into the special department with him, so I'll pass. Can anyone besides Kamina learn Thunderbolt? No. Okay. Always worth checking. Solar Beam, I'm pretty sure Volcarona can learn this. And Farina also can, but I don't have Sunny Day going, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Of course, there's always the ever-present Hyper Beam, but I think I'll pass on that one. Ice Beam, which I already have on Tomoe, but it doesn't hurt to check, okay? And I know I'm missing out on Braviary, but again, most of this is stuff Braviary can't learn regardless. Psyshock. Problem is if I had both Psyshock and Psychic on my team, I'd be more inclined. Like, if I still had Psychic on my Volcarona, I'd probably give this to Jack, but yeah, I don't think that's going to be happening. And then there's Dragon Claw, which I don't think I need to teach to anybody. Farina can learn it, but Outrage is just objectively better. So, all right, that's a lot of things to go over. Sorry for taking all that time to do so, but I wanted to make sure that I got that done. Shouldn't need to do it again. Now, let's head on in to Area 9 and figure out how many floors this one's going to have. Ooh, boy. This is going to be a tough one. But Kamina leads the foray into this one. Now the trainers are going to have Pokemon that are levels 71 to 74 as we go through here. Tell me how many floors this one has. Okay, 2 additional floors. So I'm going to want to figure out what floor we're supposed to go on pretty quickly, but I also do need to try to track down the boss trainer door really quickly. Now, first things first. Got to make sure I'm knowing. Okay, I'm looking for Roughnecks and Ice Workers. The Hiker will tell me how many trainers are in the room with the Gate Trainer, and the Baker will say whether the Gate Trainer is male or female. I'm a little worried about fighting a Hiker with my Jolteon, though. I'll see if I can't. All right, let's just do it. Let's fight the Hiker first. Yes, there's a nurse right here, too, so that's also really nice to know. If I ever need to backtrack, I can obviously battle her right next to the beginning of the first floor. We're going to see if we can't find... There we go. Okay. Should have expected that. Should have expected that was going to be a Steelix. I knew it was going to be Pokemon that Kamina cannot deal with. So I'm sure this thing is going to throw out some crazy ground damage here. So let's switch on over to Tomoe. See if we can't just scald this thing to death. Oh boy. Curse! Okay, not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting you to lead with at all, but I guess you had full confidence that I couldn't do anything to you. Let's knock you down. That's my only regret in this episode, was not saving that PP Max for frickin' Stone Edge, but that's okay. Because I didn't even remember that I actually had that. You're going to use Curse again? Oh my goodness. What is even the point? We are at pretty much the point, though, where every single Pokemon in here is going to have held items. Lots of berries, lots of other things. I don't think they usually are going to have, like, the high-end held items, unless it's the boss trainers, of course. Drapion is next. Let me just switch on over to Farina. I'm not going to... We're at the point now where the level disparities mean I should always be going for super effective moves every single time that I can. So I'm not going to really beat around the bush there. I guess at this point, maybe it would behoove me to get rid of Earth Power, because I'm not really using it all that much anymore. I mean, I know there's circumstances where it is useful, you know, going up against Pokemon that are extremely physically strong, but are still weak to ground. I don't know. I think the Gate Trainer might be in a room with one other person. Okay, good to know. Again, though, I want to figure out which floor we're supposed to be on. So, Black Belt. There's my Roughneck. I'm going to fight you next. Today I'm done being a Roughneck. I'm going to start my new life as a proper trainer. In honor of my fresh start, let's battle. Ah, the exhilaration of the new. Right, but you're in here. You're in Area 9. You're already a proper trainer, dude. Don't be so down on yourself. Okay, Haxorus. That is an interesting start here. And Kamina is not leading the way so well here right now. This is not going super great. Well, I'm going to... I'm actually scared to switch to Farina, because if this thing throws out a dragon move, I might be done for. But I don't have anything else that resists it, so... I guess I could throw... No, let's just do it. Hopefully this Haxorus does something dumb. Really hope it does. It probably won't, though. Dragon Dance! That's not dumb. That's actually terrifying. Okay, we could actually be in serious trouble here. Try to get this outrage off, Farina. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Oh, I'm going to have to double back to that nurse super quick here. Okay. Shoot. This is already terrifying. This thing's probably got Earthquake on it, too. Ice Punch. Ice Punch. Yep, it does. Oh, boy. We're already getting swept by a Haxorus right at the start of Area 9. This is going phantasmically. Very phantasmically. Well, I am going to need to heal post-haste here. Okay, I've got Ice Beam on Tomoe. This is not a good start. Dragon Claw, this is going to hurt. Ugh. Come on. Is there anything that's going to be faster than... Dude, and the crit, too. And the crit. Can you... And you got the berry! Oh, my gosh. Okay, it was still a lot of damage, but geez. Yeah, Tomoe's going to get knocked out here, too. We gotta get back to that nurse, like, immediately. This Haxorus is just wiping the floor with me right now. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Let's just do it. Let's go with Kamina. I know it's not very effective, but I'm going to try to Thunderbolt here. I am faster. Hopefully this is enough before it Earthquakes. Thank goodness. Okay. We're out of the clear on that one. Gosh, dang it, Haxorus. Mammoth. Okay. Well, this Heat Wave had better hit, or I'm going to be in serious trouble here. Like, serious trouble. Problem is, this Roughneck's not even going to give me all the information I need, because if he says it's down below, it could be either one of the other two floors. And I don't know which one. Okay. That was a doozy. That was a doozy. Letting that Dragon Dance get off was a doozy. Really, really scary. Well, Haxorus is the most terrifying thing in here. Maybe... Okay, so it is down below. I do know that. Yeah, I'm not going to take the risk. Let's just go back and fight this nurse. Post-haste. Come on. Got to get this out of the way with what I have, because I'm not really going to be able to do much else, and I need to get my team back, man. I'm probably going to actually put Farina at the front of the party from here on out. Alomomola. Okay, that is exactly the thing I want to see with my Jolteon in the lead here. Thank you. Thank you. That is a huge sigh of release, even though Thunder missed there. Huge sigh of relief. I think I said sigh of release, which that actually... that is a very different connotation there. Extremely different. Of course, it has the frickin' Wacom Berry. Man, so many of these Pokemon packing these stupid berries. Cut it out! And it dove. Alright, well, you're annoying. So here comes Aqua Ring. Well, I can't swap. So I'm just going to waste a turn, I guess. Assuming that Kamina's going to survive this, and she did. Okay, let's not do anything that can miss here. Just Thunderbolt. Alright, what's your next Pokemon? As long as my Jolteon, Zoroark, or Volcarona can handle this, we're fine. Level 80. And it's Clefable! Okay, that's definitely doable. It's not ideal, but it's doable. Get another Thunder. Of course it missed. There's a Flamethrower. I ain't too worried about the damage that's going to do. Yeah, you can hit me with like 4 of those, and I'm going to probably be fine. Hit you with another Thunder. If we can at least cause paralysis here, that'd be great. I still want to explore on this floor, though, because I want to see if I can't track down that boss trainer door, or at least try to rule out a couple of locations, possibly. Maybe. It would be nice. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, I really did not like that Haxorus from before. I think next time if I see one, I'm just going to go outright and just hit it. I'm not going to wait a turn. Even if it does use Earthquake in that situation and knocks my Jolteon out, it's like, okay, well, at the very least, you know, then I can still swap before it gets the Dragon Dance off. So, yeah. All right, let me look around just for a moment and see what we can find. Okay, not here. And this guy, this is the construction worker, right? So what is he going to tell me? Which direction? Okay, that's not really going to help me a lot. I'm going to go up. Let's see. What do we got in here? Not there. Oh, okay. I don't like that room. Okay, I'm done exploring there then. If that's what that room's going to be like, I'm not going to bother with that. Into the next area we go. Just got to get around this baker here, which shouldn't be too hard to do. Can't be running past these standing trainers or they immediately look at us. All right. Gosh, only 2 fights in, or 3 fights in, I guess. And I do know that there are 2 trainers in the room at least, so that does help a little bit. But let's check this one. Number 14. Okay, only right. Let's go. And there's another nurse. Okay, good. Have that as a backup if I need it. We'll happily do that. We got a nursery aid here. There's a okay. I gotta avoid the janitor here. Oh my gosh, you stupid old man! Freaking right as I walked down, he's like, "Psych, I gotcha." Oh, Janitor is not gonna help me at all because freaking it's the same exact answer as what the hiker gave me. Gosh. Okay, well, we got this Tangrowth here. It might have Earthquake. I don't know. I'm just going to Signal Beam it and hope that I can do as much damage as possible. Maybe I can 2-shot this thing. Please and thank you. Maybe I can 1-shot this thing. We 1-shot this thing. Okay, good job, Kamina. You're the best. I love you. Why do I ever doubt you? Aggron's next. We're going to go with Farina for this one, actually. And this is exactly the sort of instance where Earth Power comes in handy. I was ragging on it a minute ago, but this is right where I need it, is against a Pokemon just like this. I can't really think of very many others off the top of my head, but it's one. There we go. Hoping this thing... Again, I keep forgetting, can Aggron even have Sturdy? Yep, there it can. There's my answer. I was just about to look it up, but it's like, nope, it does. Oh, Stone Edge. Well, at least it's going to be not very effective. Despite how powerful it is. Let's get you out of here. Could have really used anything at that point, but whatever. I'm not going to be using Earth Power too much in other circumstances. Just ignore this idiot. He doesn't tell me anything that I really need to know. Okay, mister. Ice Worker, tell me if it is the same floor or it's down another level, and then we can check it out. I will just keep this nurse that's in the last room on the back burner in case I need her. Almarine and Aggron. Okay. Well, again, this is why I think I can bank on the fact that this is probably going to use a ground move or a rock move on Kamina, so I think I can probably just try to do it with Farina here. Just fine. I'm okay with this swap. I don't think this Aggron's going to be pulling out any sweeper moves here. Yep, okay. I had a feeling. This, yeah, definitely was not worth trying to take that thing out with my Jolteon. Even though Thunder would have probably done a lot of damage to it, it would not have been the greatest risk to take. And of course, it has Sturdy again. Here comes the Stone Edge again. I'm getting a lot of deja vu right now. But that is okay. Am I going to need... I don't... Oh, I am going to need Farina for the boss fight, too. I really do need to keep him healthy, so I'm going to probably have to top off at some point. But Steelix is next. We'll just keep Farina out for this one, I think. And I'll just hit it with another Earth Power. I think Tomoe would be a little better for this fight, but again, Steelix probably has Sturdy. No, it doesn't. Not this time. Good for you. I was thinking they were just going to be spamming Sturdy at this point, given the level of White Tree Hollow that we're at, but it's nice that they're not doing that quite yet. So they are on this floor. Okay, so that narrows things down a bit. Thank goodness for that. So we got a Pokemon breeder here. I think I'm going to actually take this opportunity. I'm going to move the Lucky Egg over to Jack, who is my lowest level team member, and I'm going to try to get some experience off of this. And this is also going to tell me, well, actually not anything that I need to know, but whatever, I'll take it. So I'll actually just catch you guys on the other side of this fight, because obviously this is just for experience farming. And that was the rare fight where there was both a Blissey and a Chansey. I love it. Wow, that got Jack all the way to level 80. Awesome. All right. That was very, very fortunate. Okay, we got a strength room here with a nursery aide who tells us if the gate trainer is standing, walking, or sprinting. That actually would be good to narrow down, I think. So I think I'll get into this one purposefully. Again, though, I still don't know where the boss room is, and that's a little nerve-wracking. So I'm going to have to still search around for that. Somewhat. Estelle, Vaporeon. Okay. Jack is not the best Pokemon to fight this with. Gonna be completely honest here. I'll see how much Aura Sphere does. Vaporeon's got really good special defenses, though. Like, really good special defenses. could have been worse. Really could have been worse. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I don't want to switch to Johanna for the super effective damage. I'm going to assume it's going to try to surf again. Let's just go to Kamina and Thunderbolt this thing. No thunder necessary. Yep, there it is. Okay, I think you should be able to tank this a little better than Jack did. Not a ton better, but a little better. So I'll take that. Again, I have that nurse that I can always go back to if need be, but I think I'm in a okay situation to start. Seismitoad. Okay, let's definitely swap on over to Johanna for that one, because it's water and ground. Just give it the old Giga Drain. We should be good to go. Ain't no way it's surviving that. And ain't no way it's faster, too, unless there's actually rain in play, which there is not. So we are fine. Swift Swim Seismitoad can be a little bit terrifying. But, okay. And I hope you didn't hear that noise in the background. My apologies. Give you a hint. The gate trainer is walking around while spinning. All right, and again, we have to narrow it down into a room of 2. It's probably one of these 2. Okay, well, neither of them are going to give me information that I really need. I'm going to assume it's... I'm actually going to guess the nursery aid this time. Let's find out. You know it's supposed to... Oh, that's not the one. All right. Well, it could be the Roughneck. I probably should get a little more information before I'm just, like, throwing myself at these fights willy-nilly, but keep going. Oh, my gosh. Vaporeon. Why do both nursery aids have the same Pokemon? You're going to really make me have to go back to the nurse, aren't you? I'm starting to think that that's exactly what's going to happen here. Yeah. Just go to Kamina, I guess. Tank whatever. Why the same Pokemon, man? Why the same Pokemon? Like, please. I don't crit. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to hope that Thunderbolt's a one-shot here. It should be. But remember, Vaporeon is very tanky from a special defensive standpoint. Crap. Okay, that's a problem. There goes my Jolteon. You suck. You suck. Okay. So tanky. If it was a physical attack, it wouldn't be an issue, but that really high HP and really high special defense stat are just in tandem so terrifying. All right, what's next? It's gonna be Nidoqueen. So that is gonna be my ground dragon. And I think I am gonna probably hurry back to the nurse because I'm terrified of whatever may come next. I'm really not sure if I should just fight this Roughneck or not. I don't know. We'll see. Am I going to... You know what? I think I'm actually going to risk this. I hate to do it, but... Yeah, okay. Thank goodness. I'm so glad that I was able to figure that out. Now I just need to track down the boss door, and it could honestly be on the first or second floor, but I haven't gone to the third floor yet, so I'm going to hope that that's where it is. Of course, you got Electivire. We're going to hurry back to the nurse trainer. Post-haste after this. I'm just going to give you the old Aura Sphere. Hope this does a fair bit of damage. I'm going to assume I'm going to lose Jack here, though, which is fine, I guess. Earthquake. Of course, every single freaking Pokemon in this entire area has Earthquake for some reason. Except for that Vaporeon that we kept fighting. But everything else has got it because it's all these gigantic Pokemon that are all capable of learning it. Alright. Let's give it the earthy powers. Yeah. You're not going to be able to resist that enough anyway. You're so weak. Alright, and the last Pokemon is going to be, after we level up here, Mamoswine. Okay. Back to Johanna we go. Also, Tomoe could be good for this fight, but again, Heat Wave should be enough to take this thing out. I am getting a little bit nervous about how Area 10 is going to go. That really is going to probably end up being the ultimate challenge, isn't it? Guess we'll find out. I will say this, the boss trainer has Pokemon that are almost identical in level to my current Pokemon, so it's going to be a tough fight, that's for darn sure. But we've beaten Mauricio. The door is going to open. A long time since the battle trainer strong as you should be good enough. I'll open the gate for you. This might be playing things a little bit too safe here. Just gotta figure out where that door is. This trainer is your next opponent. You can find the bot on level 15. Wait. Am I on level 15 right now? I actually don't know. Wait, did the gate trainers always say that? Did they always tell you, like, what floor they were on? Oh, now I feel stupid. Is that true? Oh, man, I'm going to be regretting that one from, what was it, Area 7? How long I got lost in that one? Oh, man, that's bad. That's embarrassing. Okay, anyway, Cough Egregious to start off here. Tomoe. Not ideal, but is manageable. I don't think this thing can hit back too hard. So get scalded, idiot. I love the way it when it glows red, because all the Pokemon glow red with that animation. So that is kind of funny. Oh, no, not mean look. Whatever am I going to do? Okay, just don't hit it with a physical move, and you won't get the mummy ability. So down it goes. Beautiful. All right, what's next? It is Durant. Okay. Well, I think I'll just go on over to Zoroark and just give it a flamethrower, because I think this is my only Pokemon that... I don't think Volcarona will be faster than this thing, but I think Zoroark will be, so we should be able to one-shot it here due to its quad weakness. Of course, it has the berry. If it does hit a bug move, it could hurt a lot, but no, we got it. Doesn't have great special defense anyway, so... Thank you. All right, well now, let's get those heals. Yes, please, and thank you. As I bump the mic again. It's like a long road ahead. Good luck. All right, back we go. Let's make sure we're on the correct floor or not. I don't think we are. I think it was the floor above, wasn't it? No, it is the floor below. Okay. All right, well, we got to find this this door, wherever it may be. See if I can also take stock of it. It's not going to be the next room, because it's always the top-facing door. That's a Pokemon breeder there. That is free experience, and I don't know if I want to pass that up. All right, Jack, I think I'm going to let you have another one here. Be right back in a second, and we'll see the fruits of this labor here. Happiny and Blissey that time. Also, now we know where the nurse is, so that's pretty good. We got Jack to level 81 off of the back of that. Let this Baker kind of like get further away before I continue. So it's not this door. Ooh, I don't like this roughneck. Thank goodness. All right, we're fine. Just don't run. And attract his attention. Okay, not this door. This is probably where the nurse is. No. I don't know if this is really... I mean, I guess it is east, and it could technically be north if it's to the right. But I gotta get past this hiker. I'm really scared. Go. I want to go through the right door if possible. Don't look right. Oh my gosh, there we go. Whew, scary. Okay, there's our nurse. Another 3. Okay, can I go down from here? I can. Oh, how did that Baker not see me? Was I not 2 spaces away? I was sure I was done for there. Okay, they are looking all over the place. That was really close. Oh, I should have known. I should have known they were going to stop in the middle. I meant to go right really quickly, and I messed that up. I was going to try to stay ahead of you, but wasn't fast enough. Gosh dang it. Well, again, we got that nurse. Lapras. Okay. Okay, this is a tricky one. I don't think it's going to do too much damage to Jack here, so I'm going to Aura Sphere it. Oh man, I really should have gone back to Kamina for this. It's okay, we're fine. Probably going to have to 2-shot this Lapras, but we're fine. Oh, block? Well, thanks. Thanks for making my life a whole lot easier. Just use Flash Cannon now, I guess. Doesn't really matter what I use at this point. I could have, honestly, probably could have used Ice Punch and it still would have gone down. That's where it was at. All right, Nidoqueen is next. Yes, we are definitely swapping. I'm actually gonna go to Tomoe for this one. Just because Tomoe could use the experience. Farina's already doing so good at this point. I'm wondering if I even should bring Challenger into Area 10, if we should just keep the same team. I don't know. Oh, why? Why? Why did that miss? Oh, that's a lot of damage. And it's a crit, because of course it is. At least we have the leftovers. Okay. Try again. Thank you. Please don't fail me. I don't think I need Tomoe too much in the next... Well, I kind of do. Well, I kind of do. Yeah, I kind of do. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Lost really strong, you know. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just got to get past this freaking hiker. I'm going to go left here. Is this? This is still not the boss room. Oh my gosh, we're in a... Got to get the pattern right. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going down. Maybe I should have gone left. I don't know. We've got a Pokemon breeder here. I think I'm going to actually take that advantage of that opportunity. Let me move the Lucky Egg on over to Tomoe. This is also going to give me an opportunity to heal Tomoe up a little bit with... Well, actually, no, it's not, because she's got the Lucky Egg now. It's fine. It's fine. Also going to get to know what one of the boss trainer's Pokemon are. So, be right back. Happiny and Chansey that time. Boss trainer's taking good care of us. Salamence. Okay. We did still get Tomoe to level 81 off of that fight, though. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, hold on. I have a plan here. Immediately goes left. Okay. Oh, my timing. My timing was so bad there. It was so bad. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, man, I'm so bad at this. Okay, well, I have Tomoe in the front. I'm going to hope that this guy's packing rock and ground types here. And Gliscor, that is actually not terrible. This Gliscor is probably going to be faster, though. We'll see. Ice Beam should one-shot it, though, if I can hit first. I did, thank goodness. Okay. Little scary, but we got it. And then what is the other one? It is Hippowdon. I'm going to just keep Tomoe out, and we're going to just Hydro Cannon this thing. This is why I used the PP Max on Hydro Cannon, was for this exact reason. So that I can use it to finish off fights very easily. It's a much weaker Hippowdon than Ends 2, and I nearly one-shot that with Scald, so probably could have just done that, but I knew Hydro Cannon was going to get the job done. There we go. All right, Gael. Some skills aren't losing to anyone now. Yeah, you're not really helping me, though. Okay, I got to go around you. Where is this door? Oh, there it is. We found it. There's a policeman here. I'm just going to avoid it, and we're just going to jump into this thing. Okay, I am so terrified of how this is going to go. I think I'm going to keep Tomoe out in front for this, but I'm also going to move the Lucky Egg off and onto Farina. Here. Yeah. The Expert Belt on Tomoe actually is perfect for this. Okay. Really hoping this is going to go well. Let's do this thing. Do you like battling? Day after day, I continue to battle, but I still don't know what true strength is. Oh, excuse me. A trainer can't talk like this. Show me what kind of strength you have. And so begins the battle against boss trainer Iria of Area 9, and she is going to be starting off with that aforementioned Salamence that we just learned about. Dragon of Flying with the ability Intimidate. It's also holding a Yachi Berry to reduce the damage of Ice Beam that first time. It's got Earthquake, Heat Wave, Zen, Headbutt, and Outrage, but as long as I can deal with one of those moves one time, hopefully I can Ice Beam this thing to death. Come on, Tomoe. Come on. Yes. Okay. This is going to, like I said, it's going to reduce the damage, but it's still going to be a lot, especially with the Expert Belt. Come on. Oh, wasn't quite enough. Okay, Tomoe is probably going to go down here, and I knew that was going to happen. And I'm not willing to take the risk and switch Farina out, so I think what I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I'm hoping this thing confused itself. It didn't, so hopefully Jack is faster. Actually, this would have actually been a perfect time to switch to Kamina now that I think about it. It's okay. It's fine. Hopefully, okay, you're faster. You're not faster. Gosh dang it. Okay, this Outrage is going to hurt a little bit. Luckily, the Steel is going to help me out. Freaking fast Salamence. That's honestly the Pokemon I'm the most scared of, which is funny because the other two Pokemon are legendaries. That's right. We're going to deal with, and I actually don't know which one it's going to be next, but it's probably going to be, after a little bit of healing, Moltres. Okay, that's right. I'm going to swap, and I'm going to hope that this hits. Let's go to Farina. Fire and flying type. It's also holding a power herb, which that allows it to immediately use moves that charge a little bit. So that is going to affect both Sky Attack and Solar Beam. It also has Heat Wave and Roost. If Stone Edge can hit here, though, and it missed. That's what I was worried about. Okay, so here comes the power herb, and now if Farina dies to this, I am in a lot of trouble all of a sudden, because both of my Pokemon best equipped for dealing with Moltres are done for. Okay, come on, land Stone Edge. Thank you. This should one-shot it. This really should one-shot it. Okay, we're good. Now, I am actually going to swap off of Farina for this next one, because this is Raikou, but Raikou has an air balloon on it. I am actually going to go with Zoroark for this one, because I think Zoroark is actually going to be faster, and if I can just get that air balloon to pop, then I can always go back to Farina if absolutely need be. It's got Extrasensory, Shadow Ball, Thunder, and Magnet Rise, which it can also use to reorient itself, which is a little bit terrifying, but it also is a waste of a turn if it does it. Let's start with a Dark Pulse, pop that air balloon if possible. At least whittle it down a little bit. There we go. Uses Thunder right off the bat. Could also always switch to Kamina to avoid those Thunders. And as long as you're not paralyzed, we're good. Let's hit it with another Dark Pulse. If I get this thing to flinch, that would be great. Come on. Nope. Oh, avoided it, though. We avoided it. Zoroark, I'm so proud of you. You're going to get all the experience out of this one. Look at you go. And there we go. Like I said, Salamence was what I was most terrified, and there was a very good reason for that. What amazing strength. You might just have the kind of strength that I've been looking for. Felt the same kind of strength from a young man I battled some time ago. How did you come across such strength? Tell me your secret someday. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Area 9 has been cleared. We have one area left. We've also got one more battle against N left, and we got one more last credits roll. Ladies and gentlemen, as I get some stuff, what is it? Clever Wings. Oh, I was hoping for rare candies. Been a nice little boost to kind of end this entire thing. I still have my 4, and I can use them, but yeah, I think we're good for now. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time, it's the finale. It's going to be a long finale, but it is the finale. We're going to beat N. We're going to get through Area 10. I don't care how long it takes. And then we can finally say farewell to the longest Pokemon Let's Play that I have ever done. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all then.